Guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing a natural glam on my model here. I just wanted to do like a focus on technique in this video. So I'm not going to be talking too much about the product details. Like, I'm going to mention what products I use, but it'll be in the description box. So to start off, I'm going to use the Milk Hydro Primer. And number one, like, I know y'all see me with these bulky gloves on, but I was really trying to like get on the wave of using gloves when applying makeup, just to make my client feel a little bit safer. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I ended up taking these off because it was just in the way. Like, I couldn't get in there how I wanted to get in there with the gloves on. So I ended up taking them off. But like I said, I'm just going around her face with the Hydro Grip Primer, making sure that it's everywhere. I don't want no patchy areas, because when you don't blend the moisturizer in enough, like from the face down to the neck, or even the primer down to the neck, it does create like these splotchy, patchy areas where the makeup ends up coming off. And then in this clip, I just put some translucent powder over her eyebrows, just so that product isn't making the brow product girl all clunky and shiny or whatever. So yeah, I'm just taking I believe this is the brow gel by NYX in the color Espresso. So I'm just lining her eyebrow. Her eyebrows were pretty, shaped already, so I'm just outlining it, starting at the tail and then just going towards the front and just filling that in pretty much. And I'm using an angled brush by Morphe to fill these brows in. So I'm going to go in with this concealer by Tarte, I believe. Okay, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, this clip is kind of old. So I'm trying to remember the exact colors, but like I said, I want to focus on technique with this video. So I'm just taking a flat concealer brush, and this is the Morphe concealer brush that I'm using. I'm gonna leave the details of this brush in the description, like I said. But what I'm doing is basically just pulling back. I know my fat ass head is in the way, but like what I'm doing is lifting her brow, and I'm just like going in with the arch, pulling the concealer and the brush down to her earlobe, and then just going slowly, taking my time. I'm not rushing. But what I did before is just pull the brush sideways and pull it back from the front end of the brow, where, the nose starts to, the nose bridge. That's the word I'm looking for. The nose bridge. I pulled it back, and I'm just not swiping, but pulling down the concealer. So now I'm just blending that concealer out before it dries on me, because like I feel like Tarte, it can dry a little bit fast. And even with the Milani Cosmetics concealer, that one kind of dries super fast too. So I like to blend it as when I'm going in to carve the brow out. Sometimes it's even good to use a beauty blender just to get that seamless look. But like I said, yeah, I just connected the brow concealers over the nose bridge as well, as you can see. And now I'm going to go over the top with a more darker shade. In this natural look, I'm really highlighting the brows. I'm bringing a lot of focus to the brow with lighter shades. Obviously, the darker concealer is a little bit lighter than her actual skin color, but like I said, we're drawing emphasis on the brow and making it look more fresh. So I'm going to be carving it out from the top, bringing it down to the earlobe, like I said, and I'm pulling that skin up, and I'm getting up close to her face too. Like, I tell my clients all the time, like, don't be afraid to get up in their face. Like, you have to perfect their brow, you got to perfect the eyeliner, whatever you got to do, get up in there, because at the end of the day, you don't want to do a half-ass look, period. So yeah, so I'm just pulling the concealer back, like I said, laying that concealer brush flat down and moving your arm back. Sometimes I like to reposition myself because, like I said, you got to get up in their face. So I'm just pulling it up just to make sure I'm getting that straight line, and then pulling it back. See? Very slowly, making sure that I'm pulling my hand, and I'm moving my arm with it too. It's not like I'm just like, I'm going very slow, as you can see, and I'm going back into the front of the brow and moving that concealer forward. Okay, girl? These brows, Lord, these brows was snatched, honey, okay? Look at them damn brows. Oh, not my poop ball in that way. Lord. Yes. Yes. And I like to clean up the brow a little bit at the ends, because sometimes it can be a little bit too elongated. So, yes, girl, look at those brows. So now I'm going in with a Lancome. I believe this is the 540C. Yeah, the 540C foundation. Well, no, the Lancome foundation in the color 540. This is so perfect for my chocolate girls because it's just so matte and it's just so full coverage. Like, literally, look at the other side of her face and then look at the other side, like the side that I'm blending in. Like, that foundation just literally did it for me. Like, I always love a good full coverage. What the fuck? Why can't I talk, bro? What the fuck? I'm sorry, y'all. But I love a full coverage foundation. Like, I've always been a full coverage girl since I was in like high school, and when I first started getting into makeup, like, I loved a nice full coverage foundation because I don't know, why not? Like, I always been into not heavy makeup, but like, I like the contouring, the bronzing, the highlight, the extraness. Like, I want to look like a freaking Barbie. Like, I've always been on that wave. Like, it's always been that for me. So, like I said, like, when I get like clients that are like, oh, I want like a natural look. Like, I'm gonna still give you full coverage, girl, but it's gonna look like you got makeup on. Like, you came to get your makeup done. So, it's not giving, oh my God, we're gonna look like we have, nothing on. Like, no, babe. You need that concealer. You need that coverage. You need that eyeshadow. You need those lashes. Like, come on. So, yeah, I'm just taking a beauty blender. I'm just blending all of that out, making sure that it's blended into the eyes as well, since we are going for a natural look. Yeah, I'm getting it all up in them creases, girl. And let's talk about my model's hair. Like, look how the curl just flow. look how like just cute it is. Like that jet black. Girl, my sis got a jet black middle part bust down. Okay, she got a bust down. I don't know what actually, I think this is the Kat Von D. Not Kat Von D. Why did I fucking say that? Huda Beauty. Contour in the color medium, and I'm just going around the outer parts of her face, like on the forehead, on the cheekbone, and I'm brushing it up, and with the forehead area, I'm just blending it out, and I'm bringing it forward because I want her to look snatched as possible. So I'm keeping it from the hairline all the way up until where the end of her eye is. So yeah, and then I'm going with the concealer. This is a very highlighted concealer. I know, but just bear with me. So what I like to do is like really get up under the eye area, just so I can make sure that when I blend it out, it just blends everywhere that I need it to go. Same with the nose bridge. I'm literally just spreading it out. I'm taking the concealer from what I put on the nose bridge, and I'm spreading it out. This is a great style of makeup to use when you're like, if your client has like a photo shoot, or they're going to be, you know, getting pictures taken and everything. That's why I love to do full coverage, because my clientele, they usually do photo shoots, or, you know, they're, you know, doing something where they're going to be on camera. So your girl has to have them snatched, okay? So I blended that that concealer into the foundation a little bit, just so it can add a little bit of that color back in. And I'm taking a Real Techniques brush. Everybody should have this brush in their kit, and I'm gonna leave it in the description box. Also, guys, do you guys want like descriptions? Not descriptions. The link to the products. When I put them. Let me know if y'all want that. Leave a comment if you guys want the link to the exact products that I'm using in this video today, girl. But yeah, as you can see, I'm going in. I'm just tapping, baby girl. I'm tapping. I'm not swiping. I'm tapping, babe. Okay. The key to getting your makeup lasting a little bit longer than usual, and just for it to blend like way better, is just to tap. We never want to swipe. We never want to just be doing a whole bunch of crazy fucking movements. We want to tap, okay? It's gonna take you a long way, girl. So now I'm going in with the Laura Mercier. The Laura Mercier, or the Laura Mercier, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm just tapping that powder in. Actually, hold up. Am I lying? What powder am I using? Hold on, I'm gonna see when I turn to the side, because if it's the black top, then it's the Dermablend, and if it's the Laura Mercier, it's gonna be like a dark brown. Yeah, it's that Laura Mercier, girl. You know the fucking vibes. Yeah, so I'm just pressing that powder in under the eye, making sure that, you know, everything is covered, and then I'm just pressing it into the forehead, all those places that I highlighted. The nose, I'm just adding a little bit more because we're gonna snatch the fuck out that nose, girl. So I'm letting that powder sit on the nose for just a little minute. And then I'm going to bake a little bit. I'm going to go back in that with that powder and just let it sit on the nose bridge all the way to the middle of her eye, just so when I go into contour, I know where I'm placing my contour shade. So yeah, right now I'm just going in with this Anastasia bronzer, and I'm just tapping the areas where I added the cream bronzer, cream contour too. So now I'm going in with Mocha Mami from Fenty Beauty, girl. I had to switch from the Anastasia babes. But yeah, I'm just going in with that, just pulling it up into the skin, bringing it a little bit forward because we want some warmth back into the skin. And with bronzers, they're going to add a more warm color to the face versus a contour. A contour shade usually is going to be cool toned. It's going to not muddy, but it's going to be a little more darker in color. It's going to be a little bit more cool toned versus a bronzer, which is going to be more warm, because it is the reason for it is to bronze the face up, to warm the face up, all those good things. So you can use bronzer and contour. If you're going to use a bronzer and contour, I would use the bronzer first and then go in. Oh my god. I'm sorry, y'all. My dogs keep screaming. But yes, I'm just using a black, oh, not black, Lord, a MAC foundation. I really said foundation. I'm really lying. Sorry, y'all. A MAC blush. I forgot what this color is called, but I ended up putting it on her skin and it just literally became mud. Like, I was like, why is this super dark? So I was like, okay, fuck that. We're gonna go in with a different one. So at this point, I'm just swiping off that that powder that I had baking on her skin, and I'm going in with the same brush that I used to blend out the concealer, and I'm just pressing the powder in, swiping it off first, and then pressing the color back into her face. See how, like, when she turned to the side, it was kind of like iridescent a little bit. But yeah, now I'm using the Sephora Beauty eyeliner, and it's so funny, I just got an email from Sephora. But I'm using the Sephora eyeliner. This is one of the most matte eyeliners that I've ever used. It dries fairly quickly. You just gotta be patient with it. And I'm going to be doing a wing liner on her today, but with the wing liner, I'm going to be using a black gel liner instead of the liquid, because my hand is kind of a little shaky. So I feel like with the black gel liner, it's easier for me to have a little bit more handle on the brush and also the product. The gel that I'm going to be using is from the Kat Von D line. I wasn't a big fan, but you know, it is what it is. I'm still going to put it to use. And I used just a regular angled brush by Morphe once again, just to I first marked where I was going to put the eyeliner, right? And then I go back in with that product, and then like I just create a line, going very, very, very lightly, and then having that product on the back of my hand, just swiping it forward. And like I said, I know I said no swiping, but like with this I would swipe just very slowly, very carefully, not doing too much. And with this eyeliner, I'm not trying to like overdo it, because at the end of the day, we're still trying to keep that natural look. But I had her open her eyes so I can get that outer corner, so it doesn't look like, oh my gosh, it's on the top of the lid, you know? So right now I'm using the Nefertiti highlighter from Juvias Place. Yeah, I'm just going on the sides, her cheekbones, and then the nose, as you can see, the tip of the nose, all that good stuff. But everything else from here is kind of self-explanatory, I would say. I'm just going to go with some eyeliner to, yeah, to set the look, you know, just some, this is the L.A Girl eyeliner, gel eyeliner in black. And then, I'm going to use the Essence Mascara to coat her lashes, and then I'm going to go in with these lashes that I believe are from the Beauty Supply store. And yeah, and then the lip combo that I used, it was a brown lip liner from NYX Cosmetics, and then the lipstick I believe was called Baby Doll from MAC, and then the lip gloss is just like a regular nude lip gloss or whatever. So yeah.
I could still go to my hood, they know my body is good. $2 million to party in Saudi Arabian clubs. Popping them things to go up and smoking Los Angeles bud. Deep bitches biting like Joe, shout out to Kimla though. I'm the one who run the city where they armed and vicious. Accusations on them blogs and they all fictitious. I done bent the realest blocks, pushed the hardest sixes. Keep a couple killers that don't care how far them licks is. Look, bitches act like they want action, heard they want action. Bitch, we ain't ducking no action. I'm about to get them that traction, send a distraction, then I'ma line them like fractions. Break, I let them live, look at all them eating. But these bitches gon' be mad once I call this meeting. Make a stick get hard soon as I brush up, but we tryna be subtle. Whole city go up when a bitch touch down like the niggas in the hot dog. I put these bitches on game, they should be kissing my feet. I tried to give them some press, they tried to say it was beef. It's Nicki M, such a little gem. Bitches wanna be around me, but I do not fuck with them. All these diamonds on me flooded, I hope nobody gets stuck. If I pull out the Ferrari, then my shooters in the truck. I can still go to my hood, they know my body is good. $2 million to party in Saudi Arabian clubs. Popping them things to go up and smoking Los Angeles bud. These bitches biting like Joe, shout out to Kimla though. It's like COVID when the goat is on the track, the whole game style. But I ain't playing with these bitches, this ain't game style. If Barbie in the building, then she with a gangsta. He ain't gon' hesitate if I tell him to change some. Just put the beauty parlor in my guest house. You mean the pink Lamborghini that's at the